My trick for getting out the door on time for school each morning is to prepare breakfast or semi-prepare it the night before. So what I do now is the night before I mix the batter, the eggs, and the water in one of these little Pyrexes, and then I cover it and I put it in the refrigerator. And then I also put out my nonstick cooking spray on the stove and my griddle, because gotta have a griddle to make pancakes. And so in the morning when we come downstairs, I put my coffee in the microwave, because yes, I drink instant coffee. And while my coffee is cooking, I can cook up the pancakes by just taking it out of the fridge, pouring in the batter, and flipping the pancakes. That way my son is having homemade goodness, I'm having my coffee, and we can do it all within 5 minutes.
Going back to school can be very expensive, and there are a lot of things that you just can't help but buy. So what I do to try to save a little money and spread things out is I don't buy all the clothes right when the kids go back to school. I make sure that they have a few things to wear that feel new and fresh for the start of the school year, but sometimes we'll wait until, October to go buy a bunch of school clothes. By that time, they're on sale.
I have 3 sons, and when the beginning of the school year is upon us and the teacher sends home that paper schedule, the one that tells you what time your kid has lunch and specials like PE and art and all that kind of stuff, I take that and I get a manila folder, one for each child, and I staple that schedule to the front. And then as the school year goes on, I take any kind of forms that I get for that kid, be it a field trip form, maybe an order sheet for something, spirit wear, any kind of things that we need to be mindful of the date and possibly send back, I put in here. If they have an upcoming project and there's details they send home, I put that in here. Syllabus, anything that has to do with that particular child. That way things don't get lost, I'm not scrambling to find them, and I don't have to worry about sending a field trip form for my 5th grader back to my 2nd grader's teacher.
I homeschool my 3 children, and despite the luxury of being able to do school in our pajamas as a uniform, we do have some structure to our homeschool home. This is Organization Central. This is where I keep all of their schedules for the outside classes that they take. And in the Google online version of the calendar, they're color-coded. Here in my iPad, they're not. But as I sign my children up for classes and the confirmations come in, I put everything in here with the start date and the end date. And I set up reminders for myself. I have ADD, so it really helps to have those little reminders.
The one thing I do that makes getting out of the house easier in the morning is get as much done the night before as I possibly can. Like, find the shoes. Fill sippy cups before I go to bed with milk and orange juice so that right when they wake up, instead of spending the 5 minutes to cajole them or appease them, I can just give them those sippy cups. I pack lunches the night before, I pack bags the night before. I make sure that my keys, my phone, my purse are all by the door, ready to go. And although I have 2 little kids and it's still a struggle to get out the door on time, getting everything done the night before really helps.